My name is Abby Lindstedt. I do community outreach and education for Heartland Film. I have now been with Heartland Film for 8 months, 9 months. So my first day with Heartland Film was the day before our 11-day festival in October. So I was absolutely tossed in. I'm still here. I'm happy to be here, but definitely was tossed into it. So I came to Indianapolis in 2017 for grad school. I went to IUPUI. I got my master's in museum studies.
Cool.
During that time, I love hearing about Indian Market. I was an intern at the Idle for about a year. I loved hearing about the Children's Museum. We had a couple of classes that were at the Children's Museum at night. Tons of really amazing experiences. I graduated, moved back in with my parents for a little bit, was trying to find jobs anywhere in the country. Thankfully, landed something back here in Indianapolis. I worked for Indy Parks and Rec at the Garfield Park Arts Center. Don't know who all is familiar. I did everything from marketing to exhibits to front desk to you name it, I did it. We were a team of 3.
Wow.
So was there throughout the pandemic, learned a lot about festivals and just all the sorts of administration. When I was looking for something new, I had fallen in love at that point and wanted to stay in Indianapolis. So Heartland Film came up. I was incredibly disappointed that as someone that worked in the arts, loved the arts, that I did not know about Heartland Film. I loved movies. In college, took a couple cinema classes. In high school, was the vice president of my cinema club. So how did I not know about Heartland Film? So got the job, happy to be part of Heartland Film. I think what film can offer people is so expansive. Especially when we think of 2020, when most of us stayed at home, there's the idea of what did we do? We watch TV, we watch movies, we have this culture around cinema and film and storytelling, and that we can bring independent film to Indianapolis, I think is really special. So that's kind of what lands me here. So outreach for me is both bringing folks into the festival. It's me going and talking to folks about the festival, about what we do, about independent film. There's also the entire education side of what I do, where I am everything from middle school-ish up to college level. I know I told a few of you, very popular with 8th grade classes. That's like high school, a little hard to get into right now. Middle school, they'll take it. I've done kind of the spiel that I'll give to you guys about of just who we are, what we do, what a film festival is. I've done storyboarding activities and brought in documentary filmmakers into classrooms. I've driven 2.5 hours north to go talk to a class that puts on their own film festival each year. So it's been incredibly rewarding for me to, when I was in high school, I thought I was going to be an art teacher. My ceramics teacher in high school was going to wait until I got my teaching degree, and then she was going to retire. And things didn't go that way. I kept shifting further and further into informal learning opportunities. So while I am not in a school, I feel very passionate about bringing the arts to people, into their communities, into their lives, bringing students into that as well. That film is not only something that's entertaining, but it can be something that's also educational and like community building. So that's about me. So now we'll dive into Heartland Film. So there's a lot of information, so I do read off a script a little bit. A lot of it's up here, but there's a fair bit that's still in here. So who all, I heard that a few of you are already volunteers. I recognize a couple people. Thank you. But who is, I guess I should ask, who isn't aware of Heartland Film? Got like a split here. So Heartland Film is based here in Indianapolis. We have been around since 1991. We were founded with the mission to curate, promote, and celebrate thoughtful and engaging film from diverse perspectives. The films we select and exhibit, whether they inspire conversation, ignite imagination, or shift perspectives, all have one thing in common: they're entertaining films that do more than entertain. So we host 2 major film festivals each year. We have the Academy Award qualifying Indy Shorts International Film Festival in July. Then we also have the 11-day Heartland International Film Festival in October. We receive thousands of film submissions internationally, not just nationally, internationally, and we only showcase a couple hundred in each festival. These are filmmakers that are both big and small. During Indy Shorts, we get a lot of grad students that are just starting their careers in HIF in October. We're getting these large filmmakers that this might be the premiere or like a Midwest premiere. They are changing genres. There's foreign films. Honestly, anything you want to find, we probably have it. Hello. It's good to see you.
Come on in.
So, like I was saying, what was so special to me about this is that we bring out a couple hundred filmmakers for each festival here to Indianapolis. It gives them an opportunity to talk to other filmmakers, to network about filmmaking. It also introduces them to Indianapolis, our Indianapolis community, to these films, and with the hope that their film gets picked up by the likes of Hulu and Netflix and Amazon Prime. Every year we get a couple, and it feels like our films kind of become our children as well because they've been here. So it's super exciting when we see that some of them have gone on and gotten picked up. So, I'm going to talk a little bit more about Heartland International Film Festival for the folks that said that they've been volunteering for 20 plus years, 15 plus years. This is the one that should know the best. So, Heartland International Film Festival is since 1992. I've been saying 1991, but someone else corrected me. We strive to be the preeminent destination for connecting audiences and filmmakers to the transformative power of film. It has grown from a 4-day event with fewer than 20 films to what is now an 11-day celebration of 300 plus films, 100 plus filmmakers, 5 to 6 to 7 different venues across the city. And this year, HIF will be October 5th through the 15th. I can't tell you where all it's going to be yet, what the theme's going to be. We keep all of that very tightly held to the chest. So now we're going to shift to Indy Shorts, which is the one that will be in 10 days, 12 days, very soon. So the Academy Award qualifying Indy Shorts International Film Festival is the largest shorts festival in the Midwest since 2018. So short films, I'll include this, are classified as films that are under 40 minutes long. Anything over that is counted as a feature-length film. That's kind of that works both for the Academy Awards, but also just to split things up nicely. Indy Shorts and our shorts part of the festival was initially part of HIF in October. It got so large that they split it into 2 different events. So Indy Shorts has become its own 6-day summer festival that celebrates the unique, creative, and captivating art of short films in a wide range of categories, from horror to comedy to romance, narratives, docs, animated films. We have it all. MovieMaker Magazine, which is one of like the top industry magazines for film festivals, named Indy Shorts one of the top 20 best film festivals in the world for 2022. That is not the first award that we've gotten from MovieMaker. It's very exciting for us to get this recognition. Being a film festival here in Indiana, we don't have the coast. We're not a huge filmmaking location. There are filmmakers here in Indiana. We love them, we cherish them, we will do everything we can to promote them. We're not LA or Georgia, Atlanta or New York. So when people come here, they're really looking more for the connections that they can make with each other versus these large industry names. So, one of the other exciting things about Indy Shorts, we are one of 34 festivals in the world that has the special distinction of being Academy Award qualifying. So Academy Awards, Oscars. There are 3 different short film awards for the Academy Awards. There is Best Narrative, Best Documentary, Best Animated Film. So the winner of the grand prizes for each of those within our festival qualifies for consideration to the Academy Awards. That's special. That means that they don't have to do the full theatrical run as long as they fall within the rules of the Academy, they've kind of checked a box by winning here at the festival. So of that, over the years, 33 short films featured at either Indy Shorts or HIF have been nominated, and 10 have gone on to win the Oscar, which is incredible. This past year, there was a short film actually filmed in Muncie called Stranger at the Gate. It was a documentary short film. It was the story of a war veteran that had come back. He was planning on blowing up a local mosque in Muncie, and the members of the mosque were so gracious, they invited him in, completely changing his idea of who they were individually and as a community, to the point where this man is now part of the mosque and has just completely shifted his entire life view. That film made it all the way to the Oscars. It didn't win the Oscar, but to have a story based in Indiana is such an incredible opportunity, and got part of its start here with Heartland Film. So, kind of closing this little bit of Indy Shorts, this past year, through our mission to curate, promote, and celebrate these films, we were able to award more than $30,000 in cash prizes and present more than 200 films at indoor, outdoor, and virtual screenings. So, now I'm going to talk about this year's Indy Shorts. So, 2023 marks the 6th annual Indy Shorts International Film Festival. Our theme is summer camp. You can expect to find friendship bracelets, slingshot games, safari animals. We're going to have a large toad and a snake. We're going to have s'mores. That's just all kind of the icing on the cake of these festivals. The films in the festival don't have to be summer camp themed, but to bring all these filmmakers here, we want it to be an experience for them and something that they're going to remember, having been here in Indianapolis. So Indy Shorts will be July 18th through the 23rd, and we'll be screening films at Living Room Theaters downtown on Mass Ave, at Newfields, both in the Toby Theater, and we'll be 2 nights at Summer Nights at Amphitheater out back. And we'll be doing Family Fun Day, which is just a whole family event. We'll actually be screening short films over at the theater at the Fort right next door, with a ton of games and prizes and glitter tattoos out back. Other than that, we'll have events at High Alpha, our kickoff party. Our award ceremonies is going to be at Tinker House, and then we'll also be at Hotel Indy. That's where a lot of our filmmakers are going to be staying. We're going to have filmmaker networking hours and a rooftop bar party. So during that time, so all of these events, all these wonderful things, we selected 165 short films that we've curated into 29 different film programs from 21 different countries. So that is really exciting for us. That is truly the best of the best, and I'll tell you why when we get a little bit further down. So I'm going to switch gears. I'm going to talk about volunteering, because that's what you guys are here for, and I appreciate you all for coming out here tonight. So for the Festival for Heartland Film, volunteers are the heart, hands, feet, mainly the heart of everything that we do at Heartland Film. It takes hundreds of volunteers to put on these events. We're a full-time staff of about 13 people. That is actually quite large for a film festival. There's some film festivals that are just purely volunteer run, but we absolutely balloon out during these festivals, and like I said, need hundreds of people to make sure that they run smoothly. For the festival, we need ticket scanners, we need greeters and people that can help attendees know where to go. There's all the different events that I've mentioned. I think we have about 9 or 10 in 6 days that we'll be doing on top of all the screenings in a couple weeks. So people that like to work events, that are happy to set up and tear down to help facilitate games and other activities, to year-round opportunities that are outside the festival. We're talking about my community outreach events. You get to hang out with me at different tablings like Indy Pride and Penrod. Tomorrow I'm going to the State House Market for Food Truck Thursdays. If you haven't been, Food Truck Thursdays, always a great time. During the festival, the major perk that we have is for every 2 hours that you volunteer, you get a ticket code to see a movie of your choice. So, and then one of the other perks that I didn't mention in the slide, for folks that are scanning tickets, once a half hour has passed, which we assume everybody that's late has made it in, as long as someone stays outside the theater, other volunteers are welcome to go and watch the remainder of the film. So we want you guys to see them as much as we do, which I haven't seen anything. I didn't see anything in October. I haven't seen anything yet for July. Yes, thank you. Yeah, I can tell you about a bunch of different films, but it's mainly because I've read about what they're about, and I've connected different community partners to them, saying, hey, this looks really good. I would go see it if I had the chance. So I'm going to shift to pre-screening films. So this is what I meant of, it's so exciting to have those 165 for this year. We received almost 4,000 film submissions. That's incredible. That's unprecedented for us. It set a new record. We respect every single filmmaker, so we had to watch every single film. So we have a team of about 2 or 3 staff that watch these films. There's a team of, I think this year, about 9 interns. And then we also rely on this incredible committee of pre-screening volunteers. Those 4,000 films, there's a lot that's good, there's a lot that's bad. So you really have to be someone that loves movies a lot if you're interested in doing this. It is an application to be able to do it. Our programming staff looks through your application. The application is based on, we send you maybe 1 or 2 short films, you watch them, you write an evaluation. Did you think it was good? Did you think it was bad? Was the cinematography great? Were the actors awful? Was the story engaging? Things like that. They'll then look over that and say, yes, we think that you can definitely help us pick through these films and have that discerning eye, or you just like movies, and sometimes I'm that person too. The last movie that I really loved was The Meg, about the giant shark. That the second one's coming out this summer. I'm definitely gonna go see it. I'm fine with weird movies, but that's not always what we're looking for. So I will say, please note, not everyone that applies gets accepted. Like I said, some people are wonderful, but they just can't decide what's a good or bad movie. They showed me one earlier this year that someone had strapped a GoPro to a chicken. It was a free-range farm that was doing a documentary. So it was like a minute and a half of just chicken in a GoPro, just going, trying to figure out where they laid the eggs. And I was like, what do you think of this? They're like, I don't think so. So I don't think it's in the festival. I'd be surprised if it was. So I just get to see the fun, weird things where they say, come look at this. But like I said, pre-screeners are required to view a minimum of 6 feature films bi-weekly, so that's 3 per week, or 28 shorts bi-weekly, 14 per week. Julie Landrum is not here tonight. She's got kiddos, I don't, so I can do evening things. She is both our volunteer and submissions coordinator. She will be on people to make sure that you're getting through those films, because if we fall behind on 4,000 films, it's a rough go of it. So, I realized I didn't. This is our little QR code. This goes to our Better Impact volunteer application page. Over here on the table, I have some flyers that are for volunteering and pre-screening. The QR code goes to the same place, heartlandfilm.org/get-involved. Would love to also answer questions. Anything that's on this table, you're welcome to take. If you're a koozie person, if you're a sticker person, please take them from me. I also have all of our guidebooks for indie shorts as well. And thank you. So yes, open for questions.